Hi, this is Melanie from Hook to the Left, and today I'm going to go ahead and show you a Herrschners haul that I had. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi, welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me on this haul. I hope that you'll enjoy it as much as I enjoyed receiving the yarn. So this right here is just the little flyers that come in every package of Herrschners. And I am going to show you two orders that I made. I made them very close together, so so that's why I'm going to just show them together. And they're actually part of the same sale, to be honest with you. I made them within days of each other because I went back and decided I need more of particular colors. Anyway, let's go ahead and show you what I got. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is this Pom Pom Yarn that I got. And I got this with the intent of using these for a bath rug, which there is this here, the Pom Doodle. Ooh. Oh, that's knit. And that says it only requires 2 balls. I wonder if there's a way I can crochet that with only 2 balls. I did find a rug tutorial online that required 8 balls of this, which I did not get 8 balls. And then when I went back to go check, yeah, it was over, I think it was about $3 a skein. And when I got this on sale, I got it for $1 a skein. I didn't really want to spend $3 a skein. So I did find another pattern where I can use this on a cute little shirt for my niece. So she just turned 5, so I can't wait to see that. But anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this one. So this is a Pom Pom yarn. It is a novelty yarn. You can see here where it's got the string here with little pom-poms in between the string. Okay, so you crochet the string and then you leave the pom-pom and move on to the next part of it. To tell you a little bit about this yarn, it is a, let's zoom down to the label here. So this is a size 7 jumbo yarn, which I guess is jumbo because of the pom-poms, but it's telling you to use a 9mm hook or an 8mm needle and knitting needle. That will be interesting because of course the middle part here is not jumbo. I can see where that's jumbo. I can see where that part's jumbo, but that part is not jumbo. But I think it's to keep this stitch kind of big and loose so that when you're stepping on it, you're just stepping on pom and you're not stepping on this. I think that may be the reason why they did that. They suggest that. Anyway, it is a machine wash and dry. And it is 100% polyester, and these poms are very soft. If I can figure out a way to make a rug out of this, I will still do that because I think it'll make a great bath mats. So machine 100% polyester, and this particular colorway is called, I just had it, where'd it go? Here we go. It's called Beach House, which, yeah, these colors kind of make you think of a beach, don't they? The sea. Okay, I don't know where the gray comes in. I think it would be taupe more than gray, you know, like sand color, but I like it with the gray, so I will keep it. And this is on the label. This pattern is on the label, and it is a knit pattern, and it requires 2 balls of this to make this. Okay, so that is my first thing. Alright, so this is the same thing. It's the Pom Doodle. Everything's the same on it. This is kind of neat. Look at that wall hanging. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to zoom in on that. That's the first time I've seen like a non-crochet tutorial or pattern. You need a pair of scissors for it. And it only takes 1 ball. That's cool. I might have to make that. I don't know. I have nowhere to hang it though. Well, I guess I could, maybe, I don't know. I may not have anywhere to hang that. But that's kind of cool. So anyway, this particular colorway, which is more of your neutral colors, is called Granite. Which I could see that. got the blacks, grays, taupes, tans. Anyway, I can't wait to work with this yarn. I've never really worked with the Novelty yarn. So next up are two Unforgettable yarns, and if you guys have been following me, you know that this is quickly becoming one of my favorite yarns. I got this because of a trip that I made to Michael's. I bought a pattern book, and I also picked, it's also a free pattern you can pick up of something that I really want to make, and I'm going to make one for my daughter and one for myself. And I bought this. So when I originally bought these, I only bought 3 because I always buy these in 3s. All my yarn I buy in 3s. Because I like the yarn, I didn't really have a plan for it. But the more when I saw that pattern, I really decided, okay, now I have a plan for it, and I needed more of these. And they were still on sale for $1.99. So I went ahead and picked up what I needed. So I'm going to use this color to make one for my daughter, which it's like a shrug cardigan. So that's what it is. Anyway, this color to make one for my daughter. So I'm going to go over the label with you, and I'm going to zoom down a little bit, and then I'll show you the other color. Okay, so this is Unforgettable yarn. It is a roving yarn. Okay. And it does have a little bit of a halo. One thing to remember about Unforgettable yarn is it does not frog well. So as far as any projects that you want to make with this yarn, it is not a good frogger, so just keep in mind you want to be careful with the yarn. Okay, this, you know what, and I forgot to do this. Well, I'll finish on this and then I'm going to go back. I forgot to give you the yardage and everything on the pom-pom stuff, so I'll do that after I do this one. Alright, so I've already saved this cowl to make. I'll probably make it with one of the other colors I bought. But so this is 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, 270 yards or 246 meters, and the name of this color is Bistro. Just kind of like I think a granite type color, which I'll show you that here in a minute. Get a close up of the gradient. It is a medium 4 worsted weight. I've worked with Unforgettable before. It can go up to almost a 5 and go down to almost a 2. So just a heads up on that. There is some variation in the weight sometimes, but on average it is a 4 weight. I agree with that. It suggests a 6mm hook, and that is because it does rove up to that almost 5mm, size 5. And then it does recommend a 5mm needle. It is machine wash and dry, and it is 100% acrylic, and it's made in China. So again, that's Bistro. So this, let me show you this particular colorway. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let me bring that up a little bit so you can see. So it's a real subtle, well, I wouldn't say subtle, but it's a nice gradient between the dark gray to the lighter gray. And I think this is going to make up that sweater, which you probably saw in my Michael's haul, where you traveled with me there, and then you saw the haul when I got back home. But it does make for, I think it'll make a very, very pretty shrug. So this is the color that I got for me, and I thought this was a really pretty light color, and it'll work well into the spring, I think. I already have a kind of a gray slate shrug that I bought from the store, so I figured I'd go with a lighter color. And this colorway is called Springtime, which you can see that, right? The springtime. My lighting's changed a little bit, so hopefully it's not washing out this color too much. Let's see if I can come over this way a little bit. That's a little bit better. Okay, so there is the differences in the colorway. So you've got some peach, a little bit of lilac, and some green in this, which I think it is just, oh, and yeah, the green, and then it gets the switch between the gray and the green gets a little bit, not the green and the lilac, it gets a little bit grayish, but I think this is very pretty, and I think it'll translate well into the spring, and I can wear it with my lighter color clothes in the winter. Let me go ahead and go over the yardage and stuff for this yarn. I'm sorry I forgot to do that to begin with. Okay, so this is 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, and it's 14 yards or 13 meters, because most of this ball of yarn is pom-poms. So it's really soft. I hope I can figure out a way to make this into a mat for the bathroom. I think it'll make a beautiful mat. So I have a total of 6 of this color, and I believe also the same on this one. Okay, in the first order, I got 3 more balls of the slate, so that gives me, I think, 6 balls of that total, and then 3 more balls of the spring, which I think also gives me 6 balls of that, maybe 7. I can't remember how many ordered in the other one, but I ordered a bunch. The other colorways that I got in the Unforgettable, this one I bought 3 skeins of it because my intent on this is to probably make a hat and a scarf, or a hat and a cowl, or something like that. Probably a cowl. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole label with you because it's the same as the one I just showed you, but I'm going to show you the color and how it works together. And this colorway is, and I'm going to go in a little bit for you, see a little bit better. And this is called Meadow. Now, there's not a huge change in the colors. There's a lot of colors in this, but the change is a lot more subtle than most Unforgettable yarns. So, which I kind of like, but there is what the colorway looks like, and it has really different shades of green, and then this kind of bluish gray, and then you got a little bit of taupe in there. So that's what I mean. It's a lot more subtle. This one's actually even more, a little subtle comparatively, but see, this is the springtime, and this is the meadow, so you can compare the two. And the changes in the colorway. So I like this because of the subtlety, and I think it'll make a really pretty hat and scarf, and go with some lighter stuff, or if I'm wearing a bunch of darker stuff, it'll help, you know, brighten up my coloring. So that is Meadow. And then the other colorway, which I've showed you before with other things, but this one's called Polo. And I only bought 2 skeins of this because, you know, this is the color that we got in the Mary Maxim crochet kit. And I'm thinking that once I make that wrap, then I want to make a hat to go with it. So I only bought 2 of these. And actually, I think with Unforgettable, I can get 1 hat out of a skein, but I like to make big pom-poms, so we'll see. I may need both skeins for that, but I did get 2 more of the Polo colorway, because that's simply gorgeous. And I got 2 of those, and then I only got one other type of yarn, and I got a lot of these. I think I got, how many? 12 skeins, maybe 9. See, that's 3. I got 12 skeins of this one color, and I'm so happy I did. And you know why I got 12 skeins? Because I plan on making a blanket. But I got some Stellar yarn. It's that boucle yarn, which is pretty much like homespun. You know, from Lion brand. It's very, very similar. This does have a little sparkle going through it, and I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me pop this up here. Can you see that little bit of sparkle? And you can't really, I guess in certain points you can feel it a little bit, but once I work it up, I doubt I'm going to be able to feel it that much in the blanket. But isn't that so pretty? And this is so soft, just like the homespun yarn. Anyway, I got this for $1. $1. And so I decided, you know what? I can make myself a blanket for 12 bucks. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Okay, so let's go down. I brought you down a little bit so you can look at the label with me. You know what's funny is, like, I'm looking at this here, and it says 4 balls of this make that knitted blanket. That's one big blanket for only 4 balls. So this must go a lot further than I think. Well, it's a 10mm hook, so I guess it's a loose stitch. Maybe that's why. Anyway, let's take a look at the rest of the label here, huh? This is a 4-ounce ball of yarn. It's 113 grams. It is 80 yards or 73 meters. And the color, oh no. I don't think that's I always get that confused. That's not the colorway, so give me a second here. The color is called Lunar Eclipse, which is this makes me think of space. I mean, all these colors mixed together really makes me think of space. So Lunar Eclipse, and again, I got 12 balls of these to make a blanket, a throw at least. And this is a super bulky yarn, 6. I'm going to bring you in a little bit tighter on the label. They do recommend a 6.5mm hook, which is so strange for super bulky, but it gets thin in parts. And yeah, usually super bulky gets recommended for like an 8 or a 10 or 9mm hook, but this one is recommending the 6mm hook. And honestly, if I'm looking at this yarn, I know that it gets thick in parts, but to me, this does not seem like a super bulky. Yes, I would say a 5 weight, but not a 6 weight. But that's what they call it. And this is machine wash and dry flat. It is 90% acrylic, 1% other fiber, or 99% acrylic, 1% other fibers, and that other fiber is that little tinsel going through with the sparkle. So that is that yarn, but golly, that is so pretty. I have so many afghans to make now, don't I? And these I'm making for my household. This one, and then that one with the cobblestone yarn that I showed you, that's intended for my household. So this I'll get to eventually, but for now, it's gonna stay in my stash until I'm ready to make that blanket. That was the intent when I bought this. I couldn't beat that at $1 a skein. I mean, seriously, that's amazing. So I got that for the purposes of making a blanket. So let's go ahead and bring all my yarn back. So what do you think of this haul? It's a nice Herrschners haul. Like this, all of these were the Unforgettable were $1.99 a piece, which is a great deal on the Unforgettable. And then this Pom Pom and the Stellar, which got off camera, but the Stellar, were both $1 a piece. So I was really excited when I saw that. I think I actually even shared the deal on my Instagram when it came up. I try to share deals whenever I get emailed about them on Instagram. So if you're not following me on there, then just make sure that you do go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I will have that information on the screen. And so yeah, what was your favorite? What was your favorite yarn? What was your favorite color? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, what would you make with some of this stuff? I would love to know, have you made something with any of these yarns? If so, let me know. You can join my Facebook group, and that's also linked in the description. Share any pictures that you have. I can't wait to see them. If you like stuff like this, yarn hauls, yarn reviews, yarn product reviews, tutorials, and just yarny goodness chat or crochet chat, then go ahead and click the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified each time I put out a new video. Also, if you really enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. I really appreciate it. So you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you. Bye bye.